Yo, this is Kieran for Getting Our Shit Together, coming up with you with another dating video. So first I just wanted to talk about, I've had my first foray into negative feedback. I've been touting my wares in different Facebook groups and was probably in a group that I shouldn't have been in. And I was talking about the services that we provide, and it happened to be filled with very sort of quite extremist, real far lefty women who took quite an exception to it. So we've had some backlash on our Facebook page and stuff, which is fine. We know that that's going to come, and not everyone's going to agree with the mission that GOST is on, to empower men and women. But yeah, that's okay. So just on that, obviously anyone who's watching this video, if you can like, if you could comment, if you could subscribe, because of the algorithms on social media, the more interaction something gets, the more eyeballs it's put in front of. So that's massively helpful if you can do that for us, especially if you can like our page on Facebook for GOST Dating and Lifestyle, and our Instagram, which is GOST Dating and Lifestyle as well. So that's that. On to today's video. We're talking about momentum. So you've heard me talking about momentum, probably if you've watched our stuff. We harp on about it in a sort of general life way. It's good for the disciplined things that you're going to do in your life. Momentum is what's needed for the difficult, important things for you to do. Like in fitness, you've got to routinely get into momentum. You've got to get into a groove of working out a lot, being part of, if not your daily routine, certainly your weekly routine. Same goes for nutrition, same goes for if you want to make a lot of money. You need to get into a swing of your business or working for someone else and working hard, working long hours, putting your effort into it, right? So the same is true for dating, for romance, for finding that partner that you're supposed to be with. So we're going to specifically talk about it in terms of dating. Why is momentum so helpful in dating? So momentum really is one of those superpowers of dating. Like once you've got this, it can really sort of change things, right? So if you're watching this video and you've never had that much success trying to find a partner, trying to find the person you're supposed to be with, this could be something that could unlock it for you, right? So let's say you've got to the end of your week, it's Friday, you've been working all week, or you've been studying, you've been at school, at university, at your job, and it's Friday, and you can just feel like, some of the stress of the week is going, you can let loose. So let's say you meet up with your friends and you're going to go on a night out, either a festival or a night out at the clubs, at the bar, going to a party, somewhere where there's going to be social interaction, there's going to be members of the opposite sex, someone that you would potentially want to hook up with there. So let's say you're going over to your friend's house, maybe you're having a few drinks. What you want to do if you're new to dating, if you're new to these sort of concepts, is prime your mates. You want to sort of tell them, look guys, I'm going to go and chat up, if you're a guy, if you're a straight guy, I'm going to go and try and chat up women tonight, and I think it'll be fun. I think we should do it together. So just so that they know that you're going to be trying something new, right? So you're with them, you're having a few drinks, you're letting loose. Now it's time to go to the bar or whatever, right? This is where momentum comes in. So what the aim of what we're talking here is talk to everyone. So it's the momentum of talking, of getting into a good mood. And what that talking to everyone will do is you'll feel your mood start to elevate, right? So you leave the house where you're drinking out or whatever, and on the way to the bar, let's say you take a taxi there, you're talking shit to the taxi driver, the Uber driver, let's say you walk there or you take the train there, maybe you're talking to different people on the train. I know that sounds slightly weird, but a night out vibe, that's kind of acceptable, right? You get into the club or the bar that you're going to, say something to the bouncer. Like, I used to be terrible for this, right? I used to go to university and hate the bouncers there, frankly. They were really quite nasty. They knew me by name, which was not a good move at all. Because I sort of wouldn't get on with them when I was going into, I would like be shady looking. Don't do that. Be nice, be positive. Speak to the bouncer. How are you doing? It's that sort of thing. You're getting into a realm of just chatting to everyone, right? And what this is going to do is make everything light and easy and breezy and easy. So you get into the club or the bar or wherever you're going, and you start talking to different people, right? If you're a straight guy, you're starting talking to girls. And the idea here is just to have little conversations just to warm yourself up to the point where it's very easy to have more deeper conversations or more romantic conversations, conversations that are going to lead somewhere. So at the start, it's things like, oh, hey, how you doing? Like, yeah, it's Friday. Like, we made it to the end of the week. Just dumb shit like that, just letting loose, right? And like I say, what you're going to find is this will get easier as the night goes on, right? And what we're working towards, the whole point of doing this is, if you do this for a full night, right? What you should find when you start getting good at this is the conversations are going to get longer and more sort of sexual, right? As you go on, and you're going to feel better and better and looser, right? To the point where you're just super smooth at the end of the night. Like some people in this community of dating for guys call it hitting state. So you've hit a certain mental state where it's just, you feel unbelievably confident, right? You feel like you could do anything. And so when I say that you feel like you could do anything, obviously what that means to our viewers is you might have great consensual sex with an adult woman. We're not talking about anything dangerous or dodgy here, just to hammer that point home. But that's the point of this. You're hitting that mental state where you feel like you could do anything, right? In the UK, we have this saying called punching above your weight. And it's not a violent term. It just means if you're going out with someone who's better looking than you are, you say, oh, you're punching above your weight, or we just say, oh, you're punching. I don't know if you have that saying in America. But if you're like an average looking guy, this method that I'm talking about, this momentum of talking to everyone as your night progresses, this is your best possible chance of getting someone much better looking than you, right? Because by the end of that night, you're going to be feeling so smooth, right? Things are just going to be coming off easy. I can't stress this enough, right? You'll start seeing it for yourself. Like things that you didn't think you were able to do, you will now feel like you're able to do. And you won't even second think it, right? You'll see like a gorgeous girl over there that you're super attracted to. And you won't even feel that intimidation in your stomach. You'll just march over there and do it, right? It's amazing. Like what I liken it to is, have you ever heard someone talking about hallucinogenic substances? And so you can take acid or DMT or mushrooms and have these hallucinations. But I've also heard that you can meditate and get the same sort of experience without taking these hallucinogens, right? So what we're doing here with this momentum, it's almost like getting drunk, right? It's like having that looseness, that easygoing attitude of being pleasantly drunk. And you're achieving it without having to drink. Like, so what I do, say if I went on a night out, I would have some drinks when I meet up with my friends, and then have a couple more in the club, but not go crazy, right? So it's like I've had 3 or 4, maybe 5, and along with this process of building momentum and talking to everyone and getting looser and looser, it's like the happy medium, right? I don't need to be the Tibetan monk levels of conversational momentum. I can have a couple of drinks, feel loose that way, and feel loose in this way that we're building momentum, right? It's like, it's the best of both worlds. So I really strongly encourage you to do that. You're going to start seeing superhero-like things happen to you. Honestly, it's the coolest thing. Like the epic nights out that you want to have, this is the way to achieve it, right? Do this. You go in, you start talking to everyone, you get loose, you start at your mate's house, you're getting loose, you're having a couple of drinks with them, you're going out, you're chatting to the cab driver, you're chatting to the bouncer when you go into the club, you're chatting to people all around you, and it's light and positive, right? And let's say you talk to someone and they give you something negative, it's like you don't even have enough space in your head to deal with any negativity. Like, so the worst possible thing you would do to someone rejecting you is just walking away from them. So like it would range from like being like, oh, okay, sorry you feel that way, to just, if they're really super mean to you, just simply walking away from them, not having, like, cutting the interaction there and then. It's a really great thing to do, and if you see it on a night out, you can go and do this the next time you're out and you'll see the results, right? So that's momentum in terms of dating for one night. Obviously that works over time as well, in the same way that momentum and discipline is going to work in your business career or in your fitness career. Doing this on nights out is gonna build its own momentum as well, right? So if you do this for 6 months every week, that's 26 times, right? You're gonna get much better than when you were first doing this. So your interactions are gonna, let's say you're newer at this, you're a little bit worse than maybe someone who's good at this. You're going to get much better at this over, say, a 6-month period, right? And you compound that into a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you're going to be insanely good at going out, getting attraction off of the person that you want attraction of, whether that's man, woman, whoever. And you're going to be able to get that amazing partner that I know you should be able to end up with, right? So that's all we wanted to say about that. I'm sure there's stuff I've missed out. I'm sure we'll get around to this topic again. But it's really exciting. Honestly, this is one of those superpower things. Like, you can do it tonight, prime your mates, and just go for it. Ghost, let's get it. Hold on, let me just get my shit together.